You are listening to XRP Radio, and I am here with Jon Reid in the first ever. I have almost forgot to do a thing. I knew this was going to happen. Now, it is the first ever multi live stream video interview broadcast that's on our own website as well. If you're on the XRP Radio website, just quickly, if you refresh the page, you will now be able to see us streaming live, which is quite exciting.
Ooh, technology.
I know. Jon, welcome and thank you for being our guinea pig for this.
Oh, mate, I'm happy to be anyone's guinea pig for enough rum.
Wait a sec, who's paying you in rum? I need to go onto the admin team. I did not approve this in the budget. But Jon, and also, ironically, the second read that we've had in an interview
I know
in a week, which was quite strange.
That was actually quite confusing that day because people were saying, "Oh, all the questions for Reid." I was like, "Did I miss something? Was I meant to be here?"
Yeah. In actual fact,
James. Was it James?
Yeah. Yes, James Reid. James Reid.
That's it.
I was going to ask, is there any weird situation that you're actually related, but that lets me know that you're not?
No, I don't think so.
I'm quite interested in having a Reid tour to try and find, because I know another, believe it or not, James Reid that makes music. There's two James Reids that are both musicians and a Jon Reid.
We're just a creative bunch.
John and the Jameses. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's something in there. Anyway, you're here to talk to us a little bit about a single that you've released with your band duet group.
No. So Two's a Crowd is something that has been in the works since lockdown. It's basically me trying to be nostalgic and living like an 18-year-old punk rock kid again. So when Blink-182 came out with their new song Edging recently this year, it's been I was like, punk rock's coming back. You know, all the big stars are doing it. Punk rock's coming back. You know, and I thought this is the time to bring Two's a Crowd out. But then shortly after releasing the song, I was thinking, I'm married and I'm 35 and I can't really talk about pizza, getting drunk and breaking up with girlfriends anymore because I haven't done any of that stuff for like 20 years.
You're saying that, but how old are the Blink lads now, really?
40.
Got to be at least.
Got to be in their 40s, yeah.
So, you could have that lifestyle.
I could.
The missus may not approve, but you could.
Yeah. No, she should be there. What should be there taking me out for those nights. That sounds like fun.
Well, sounds good. So this came kind of lockdown, boredom, decided to relive your childhood, and is this it for Two's a Crowd? Is this a one-hit wonder? Will they ever come back?
I don't know, because it's kind of hard because of where I live. I live down in Cornwall, and funny enough, there's plenty of people here that listen to punk rock and metal, but there isn't really a scene of it down here. And if I were to get any gigs or get any quote unquote success with it, I would have to move to Bristol, London, Birmingham, Wales, where there is a good rock scene, and there's not really one down here. But it's kind of like, it was just I want to release this. I got the song, I want to release it. It's the best I'm probably gonna write with punk rock. But as I said to you earlier on, before we started, being 35, it's not really where I'm at anymore mentally. I just can't keep kidding myself. Like, if I'm being brutally honest.
I think we all do to some point, though, don't we?
Yeah. Just like I went on holiday recently to Lanzarote and did a lot of thinking. And one of those things were thinking, oh well, I want to do music, but punk rock and metal and rock isn't really where I'm at, because I'm enjoying a lot of like Here's some artists I've been listening to and drawn inspiration from. There's Lewis Capaldi, because when he does his solo acoustic stuff, it's incredible. He's
Definitely.
amazing musician. A bit of George Ezra, the early George Ezra when it's more guitar orientated, and Charlie Simpson. Charlie Simpson's solo work is big on my list. So it's kind of going towards that. Shall we say main? No, I don't want to say mainstream, but it's more like there's a wider audience, and I want to play to a wider audience. I don't mind playing to these niche crowds, but I want like a wider audience. That way, I'll probably get. I'm going to be honest with you. I know that I'll probably hopefully get booked for more festivals and hopefully get more open mic nights and get more interest that way.
Excellent.
So I'm trying, but there's still going to be some like pop punk elements in the way I'm writing. It's not just going to be a simple 4 chords. It's going to be quite jumpy. It's going to be upbeat. There's a song which I'm working on at the moment, which is actually kind of like really you could bob your head to it, put it in the car, and have an awesome road trip to it or something. So that's kind of like the direction I'm going with it.
Well, let's stroll back a bit and let's take a look at Speed Dial. Have a listen. The Green Room is broadcasting everywhere, so if you want to hear me and John chat a bit about this track over it, join us there. It's on the XRP Radio website as well. The Uninterrupted stream, as always, is on all of our radio things, so listen on Alexa, on our website, wherever you want. This is Speed Dial from Two's a Crowd. So was all this produced, self-produced, produced at home?
Yeah. Literally about a week ago. Drums produced by myself. They're mapped out. I can't afford a drum kit at the minute, but I have got an electric drum kit which I need to get new hardware for.
Okay.
But I've got a software which samples actual drums, so they don't sound like crappy keyboard drums.
Yeah, no, they do sound good. Nice big sound to them. How did you find? Is this the first time you've done a full band recording of yourself?
No, I've actually got a SoundCloud of about 1,000 things that my ADHD brain wanted to do. But
I love it.
It's literally well, I did have, but it's not public, most of the songs, but it's got lots of like blues, a couple covers, blues, hard rock, metal, pop rock. So anything I can get my hands on, really. That's the thing with ADHD. I hyper focus on one thing, and then I do it. Then I'm like,
understandable.
Now, something else.
So is this sudden what's the word that I'm looking for? Releasing of these tunes, kind of looking at this epic collaboration of your ADHD and wanting to do something with it?
Yeah. It's like I've always wanted to perform. So basically, I just think of ways what would I like to perform? What music do I like? What would I like to listen to? And I'll basically write it. But Two's a Crowd. Maybe one day, maybe I'll get a band together, formed for it. But I really just want to play open mic nights and hopefully do a few festivals and radio and open stuff like that.
Yeah.
Something I could just take one guitar with and just strum away, rather than worrying about a big production.
Yeah, don't have to rely on anyone else that way as well.
Yeah, band members can be unreliable.
They have a habit. Sorry, anyone that's in a band that we've just caused an argument with, but it happens.
It is. It does.
So what before this and this selection of actually I'm going to hold that question as the track's about to finish. But I have to say, it's a great job for some home production.
Cheers, dude. Thank you.
Here we go. Through the crowd, speed dial here on XRP Radio. If you missed out on me and John chatting about speed dial throughout that track, you can go back and watch it as of now because you can rewind live streams and stuff like. It's crazy.
What?
We're not used to this. I know. It's like we like proper telly and stuff.
Bloody
you
hell.
can pause, rewind, play. Oh, I don't know. You could, if you did so want, sit there and listen to yourself on repeat later on, John.
Oh, I'd like the sound of my own voice because I'm quite narcissistic. No, I'm only joking. But yeah, I will be sharing the F out of it. It's definitely going on Instagram. It's going on everything.
Wicked. Well, that's good.
I've even got a Jon Reid Music YouTube page where I'm going to upload it to. So hopefully.
Wicked. Well, speed dial.
Yeah.
Let's talk about a little bit more about speed dial before we talk about the next direction. So speed dial, in your own words, what is it about? I know you say, the pop punky thing is not where your head's at the moment, but when you wrote it, your head was somewhere.
Yeah, basically, as I said, I was at the time. Obviously, this was only written about 3 weeks ago. But Two's a Crowd is a brainchild of Lockdown, and thinking I'm going to do like a solo pop punk project and see what happens with it. So speed dial. So basically, it's fictional generics punk song about a girl you loved and you gave her everything. You would do anything for her, and then she just like forgets you. She just ghosts you, and you're trying to like get a hold of her on her mobile, say, "Hey, what's up? Why did this happen?" And she's changed her number. She's blocked you. But you used to have her on speed dial.
So basically, you got caught being a little bit creepy and stalkery, and you tried to justify it through a song. Would I be no? Maybe. Who knows? Put you on the spot now, haven't I?
Yeah, I think my wife's listening as well. It's over, honey. I promise.
I'm just imagining that door behind you opening and a very, very angry-looking woman brandishing some kind of object is about to come.
She doesn't need objects. She just needs to give me a look, and then I'll turn to stone. She's so cute, but it's the cute ones you got to look after for.
Oh,
it's the cute ones you got to look like watch your step with, because you flip the switch and then
I can't tell whether he's digging himself a bigger hole or digging his way out of this, but
I'm digging my way out of this, but the
gravel... You hope. You hope.
Is that a freight? Is that a light at the end of the tunnel? No, it's a bloody freight train coming my way.
Right, let's talk about what you're doing in the future. Like, you were explaining to us how you wanted to go on to do as many open mic nights and kind of continue with your guitar and your back traveling across venue to venue and festival to festival, which sounds rather romantic. But what are we likely to hear? What kind of audible direction are you going to go in as a solo artist?
So as a solo artist under my actual name, it's gonna be like music that I would love to listen to and music that I want to listen to, and hopefully people will want to listen to the same music as well. So think of Lewis Capaldi's latest single "Forget Me." It's kind of like along those lines. It was written on a guitar. It sounds great on guitar, but when you do it in the studio, you can put a bit of piano with it, some extra production, and some pop element to it. I've been listening to a lot of Justin Bieber, and Justin Bieber, when he goes acoustic, is incredible. Like, I don't care what people say about Justin Bieber because he's the boy teen pop star. I've got a lot of respect for the guy because he's been through shit, and he's been through absolute rubbish.
Shit's fine.
That's right.
Like I said, you can say shit. It's just when you say shit. Don't do what I just did. Yeah. You know.
I'll
it's like those rappers that drop the N-bomb on the end of every single line for politically
Oh yeah,
correct.
yeah. It's just so
Yeah.
then people listen to their music because they said the N word.
Yeah.
Anyway, I digress. Yes, Justin Bieber, like I've got his latest album Justice on vinyl,
Yeah.
and there's a few
Wait a sec.
songs on there.
Justin Bieber's latest album is Justice. I
Yeah,
didn't know this, but I'm actually quite depressed at that now. There's certain information that you wish you didn't know.
yeah, I
Not...
know, right? It's kind of oh crap. But no, he's
well.
got a few songs on there. Like there's one called Ghost. There's one called Somebody and Hold On. That's my 3 favorite songs. I would generally tell you after the radio stations, check those 3 songs out, and you'll be like, wow, this kid's matured. So yeah, Lewis Capaldi, Justin Bieber, and Charlie Simpson. And people know Charlie Simpson from Busted and Fight Star. And he's had a solo project, and he's gigged with it, and his solo stuff is incredible. Absolutely incredible. It's probably some of the best songwriting I've heard from an English songwriter.
Like the way you defined from an English songwriter there.
Yeah, because it's like American songwriters just seem to be quite good at it. Like every time you hear a new singer-songwriter, oh, he's American, oh, he's Canadian. You very rarely hear like someone coming out of these shores. I think the most talent we've had come out of these shores recently is Lewis Capaldi, and he's bloody Scottish.
I think that's the issue. Like, we could, people like you and me could probably, become slightly more famous if we put our songs out there alone. But unfortunately, as soon as people speak to us in real life and hear our accents, they go off us annoyingly. So I don't think
you sound American on the track. Why are you talking all British? It's like, oh, because it's the best way to market it.
I mean, it always surprised me. One of my favourite bands, Mesotonic, who we've played here on Exit, a great funk band, wild funk vocals from Simon. And then he gets off stage and he's like, "You right, Chuck? How am you doing?" And you're like, "What?"
Is he full on brummy? Is he?
He is the most yammy yam that I have ever.
Right, mate. How am you?
Yeah. Sam. Yeah, I can't believe it. Couldn't believe it. And he has wild vocals, just great funk vocals.
Yeah, I get that.
So,
yeah.
I think our accents personally, we all need to learn to speak like these. That was terrible. That is the most.
You sounded like Southern
American.
country American. Hello, welcome to XRP country.
Yeah, I don't know why I went there. Let's move on a little bit. You've before you go, you've provided us a tune which is something from a very long time ago, but it's kind of, your exact words was, it's kind of like the direction that I'm going in, but not at all.
It is, but it isn't. Yeah, so basically it's more acoustic guitar based, singer-songwriter, if you will. With a pop element. Back when I wrote this track, I was listening to a lot of country because, funny enough, we joke about it. I'm a huge country music fan, absolutely massive country music fan. And I was listening to a lot of Mumford & Sons, a lot of folk, a lot of bluegrass, and it helped because I lived actually next door to a farm, so that sort of music was around me at the time of writing this. And I kind of really like it. I kind of like how honest it is. And, if you listen to a real country artist, a real folk or singer-songwriter, the lyrics are very, very honest. And I can't really remember what the lyrics were of The Road. Like, I haven't listened to it since I sent it to you. So this is almost like me re-listening to it again. But I think The Road is... Yeah, well, if you want, we could play it, and then I'll listen to the lyrics, and I'll probably be able to rejig where I was.
I love it.
What I was doing in that time. It's like each song is almost like a diary for me. Like, you can stick on one of my old songs on SoundCloud, and I'm like, oh yeah, I was doing this at that time, and I was eating a lovely steak, if I remember rightly, or oh yeah, I was down in the dumps.
I tell you what, I don't know what I'm more impressed with: your songs being a diary, or the fact that, I mean, apparently one of your songs you managed to write whilst eating a lovely steak.
See who I am.
That's impressive. Right, here we
see
go.
me with a T-bone.
Oh, dare I? This is the road from Jon Reid. You've put me off my game now. This is the road from Jon Reid. Oh, right. So instantly, way more country.
Yeah.
What is that? What is the bass on this? It sounds like an old tub bass.
No, it's actually an electric bass, but I've kind of
Really?
hit the chords on it that as you would on a upright
Oh,
bass.
okay. It's wonderfully donkey. Oh, let's just have a quick check, make sure. Yes, everything is working. Good news.
Wow.
Good news. I'm quite impressed with it all. So many just buttons to press as well. It's kind of off-putting.
You
I meant to do that as well. I do. I meant to do that so it was less off-putting with the glitchy stuff as well. Well, we live and learn. We live and learn.
We do.
So, what's... This is one of the best interviews I've ever done because you've came to us with 2 pieces of music that you've done, which is not what we've actually got coming up. How long till we hear some current Jon Reid music?
Well, as I said, I'm working on the music at the moment. I have some ideas of lyrics, and I have a vocal melody. So you should be hearing it pretty soon. I'm probably going to say, what's the date now? 8th? It's probably going to be released at the end of November.
Okay.
It's going to be on all the streaming websites. It's going to be on your website. It's going to be everywhere. So yeah, and hopefully that'll be a good. I'm going to be doing things like releasing singles because I don't like having the pressure of thinking, right, I need to write an EP. I need to write 5 songs. So I think it's easier if I release singles because that way I can just focus on that single and that single.
A lot of people are doing that. All right, do the radio thing. You're listening to XRP Radio. That was The Road from Jon Reid. He's still here. We haven't scared him off yet. Yeah, I mean, thank you again, Jon, for allowing us to, being our guinea pig for this VISUA stream.
No, this is a lot of fun. Want to do another one?
Yeah, definitely. Well, that's why I wanted to figure out when your tracks are going to be coming out, so you can come back and do it again. But hopefully, the next show that you do with us, there'll be less of me going, I haven't done this before. This is all good, isn't it? It's working.
It's working.
Oh my God, can you believe it's working?
It's working. Oh, hi, this is XRP Radio. We are professionals here. And the next song is...
Pretty much. So... we were talking over the track there, as we do, about Jon bringing, hopefully by the end of November, be bringing the next track to us in his current direction.
Yes.
And you queued up for any gigs, any open mics yet, or are you
no?
What kind of material sorted first?
I think I'm just going to wait till I feel like I've got a strong set of original material and practice some covers, because when you do open mic nights, people love to hear the odd cover, and every now and again it just gives you a bit of a common ground. If you open up with a cover and it's a song that everybody knows, they feel a little bit more comfortable with you. And then if you say, look, I'm going to stick a couple of my own tracks in there, they're in the middle of the set, they're already comfortable with you. So it's like, okay, well, this is my own song now, so hold your pint glasses to your tables. Don't throw them at me, please. But so there are quite a lot of open mic nights in and around Cornwall, which I want to play. There's one literally just 7 minutes down the road in a place called the Inn and Still, and they do open mic nights there, which I think is going to be one of my first ones. And my workplace, the restaurant I work at, On Sundays we're gonna have like we got music playing now, so then that's where people can rock up with a acoustic with some covers and stuff like that and their own stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm basically gonna be looking at doing it Ed Sheeran style to begin with, so you get the old loop pedal out and
Okay.
maybe
Looking
a
forward to
little
seeing that.
maybe a little keyboard. I've got a little MIDI keyboard here. See if I can do it by unplugging it. Hopefully at some point I'll get
Wait
it
a
linked
sec.
up. Yeah. Is that the
Is that
same one? Is it?
No, oh, not
Elise's?
quite. Not
The
quite. No,
Echo.
AK, yeah.
That's hilarious. But yeah, it's a bloody good keyboard, apparently. Yeah, so that linked up to an iPad, linked up to the loop station for like the beats and the piano. So yeah, that's the general idea, and just do that.
Sounds good. Well, I look forward
do
to
some radios. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing it too.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, without further ado, John, I'm going to kick you off because I want you to go now and start working on this material so we can get it sooner, so we can get you back on earlier. One thing that I give to all of our guests is exactly 60 seconds to say whatever the hell they want, completely uninterrupted. This could be hello to your fans. This could be a very secret message to your loved ones. It could be asking Coca-Cola to sponsor your music. I don't care. You have 60 seconds starting from now.
Hey everybody, my name is Jon Reid. You're listening to XRP Radio with Tiz, and I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody who's tuned in to listen today. This means a lot to me, and it means a lot to Tiz. And thank you guys so much for the support. I will be out with new music at the end of November with a song called I actually don't know the name of it yet, but I will have a song ready. Listen to those 3 songs, Tiz, from Justin Bieber. I'll give you the link to them later. Have a great rest of your night, guys. Peace out. Jon Reid here. Goodbye. Listen to XRP Radio by the music.
Wow, that was wonderfully fast. That was.
Did you get all that?
I understood most of it, but luckily I've spoken to someone with your dulcet tones before, so I look forward to people, to the Europeans and the Americans, to see if they can even follow. Here's a Brummie.
Yeah, you're gonna need subtitles. Yeah.
Good job. Good thing that this automates subtitles when it's recorded. Happy days.
Oh bloody hell!
I know,
that's bad
technology.
For me. That's bad for me because it's just gonna like do you ever watch Viva La Bam?
I haven't.
So Bam Majera. It's one of his things, and he's got an uncle who's sadly not alive anymore. But whenever he spoke to Bam, he was always having to go at Bam. You could never understand what he said. So basically, the subtitles picked up what he was saying, but the subtitles were gibberish in themselves. So he'd be going, BAM! And literally the subtitles will be reading, blah, blah, blah. So that's literally how it's going to work out for trying to translate what I've just said.
Wonderful. I love it. John, it's been a pleasure to interview you. I'm definitely looking forward to the rest of your tracks when they arrive. And we'll definitely speak to you in, I'm going to say, about a month's time, if not before.
Yeah, I mean, never know. Might have a cheeky acoustic performance. Yeah. So there we go. A bit of live music on the radio.
That sounds excellent for me. Well, if we do have some really horrible time slots in the Zerbathon still. If you reckon you can, it's like 4:00 in the morning, but if you are coming back from a gig drunk Saturday night or whatever, and you fancy making a fool of yourself with me live on there.
Oh, I've just done that now for like the last half an hour. So when I'll do it again,
Wicked. John, again, it has been great. I will see you anon. For all of the listeners, Jon Reid, everybody. Woo!
Thank you.
We kind of need a studio audience button, don't I? Right. In which case, the best thing about this new thing is I can go, bye, John!
I can go, bye, Tiz.
It worked. Right, everybody, see you later. That was the end of the broadcasty bit. Go to xrpradio.co.uk for the rest of the show.